Hello, how are you? You are so welcome to my YouTube channel. I want to thank all of you that have subscribed, all of you that have liked, and all of you that have shared my YouTube videos. And thank you for recommending all of your friends to come in and watch and see what the Lord is doing. I am so humbled and grateful to God that I am here talking to you today. And today I want to go down to the basics. We talk marriage and all of those things, but today I am going down to the basics. So stick around now. Let us get into it. In today's video, I am going to share a basic, and this is for everyone. It is for the ladies, it is for the gentlemen, it is for the married, it is for the single, it is for the students. This is personal hygiene. I share a lot on marriage, and at times I'm sharing things that we cannot put words to, but today I want to go down to the basics and be as practical as possible. This is an explicit video, and I have a feeling it is going to be a little bit long, but I pray that you are able to hold on and watch to the very end, because we all need this. So personal hygiene is pivotal. And when I talk about personal hygiene, I am talking about your cleanliness as an individual. But allow me to read from my notes down here. Firstly, I want to define what is hygiene. And this is what the dictionary says. This refers to a set of practices performed to preserve health and prevent the spread of diseases. That is hygiene in general. So this is the hygiene of your environment, hygiene of your school, hygiene of your office, of your home. That is hygiene on a general level. Now we go down to what is personal hygiene. This involves the practices performed by a person to care for their bodily health and well-being through cleanliness. So you take the initiative as an individual to take care of your own self, because you are a steward of this body that the Lord has given you. All right. Now, when it comes to personal hygiene, no one can do it for you. Your wife cannot work on your personal hygiene for you. People can encourage you, like this video can guide you and tell you on what to do. But at the end of the day, it is your innate ability to take full responsibility and charge over your personal hygiene. It is very important, because we have people who are on their way to get married, or we have ladies and gentlemen who are in the institution of marriage, but hygiene is a problem, and this poses a great risk to the institution of marriage. The Bible talks about the small foxes. This is one of the small foxes that spoil the vine. You might be tongue speaking, you might be healing the sick, doing all these wonderful things, a great businessman, you have lots of money, but your hygiene is wanting. You are a lady, you are beautiful, but when it comes to hygiene, very many things there do not tick. This is a very dangerous thing. That is why I found it crucial to share this video with us. And below are some of the importances of personal hygiene. I've just listed a few that I felt were most crucial. And this is the reduction of personal illnesses. It helps in the healing of illnesses. For example, if a person has ringworms, when they improve their personal hygiene, they can deal well with ringworms, at times even without any medication. Though if it is severe, medication can be needed. It creates a sense of well-being. You as an individual, when you are clean, you feel good about yourself. And then it creates, it encourages social acceptance, because, when you go into a workplace, you are encouraged to be clean, to be smart. People will relate with you. You'll be invited to higher places because you are clean, because your hygiene is in check. All right. So it creates a sense of social acceptance. And it aids the prevention of diseases. For example, if you have dirty nails, this can spread diseases not only to yourself, but to also your family members, because, maybe you are serving food with dirty nails, and there is dirt down there, and then you are cooking food, and, your children are eating that food. So personal hygiene cannot be underrated. It is our personal mandate, and that is why I am here today. Can you please subscribe, comment, share, and like this video? Also hit the notification bell so that you are notified every single time I upload a new video. Now, I want to pose a question. Have you met people that look clean? You know, you see this lady and oh my God, she just looks like you can pour her food on her and start eating. Okay, that is an exaggeration, but you know, there are those people who look clean. Everything about them just seems to be in check. Even the way they walk, the fit of their clothing, their face, the application of the makeup, and everything is just so beautiful. Now, these people look clean because they are actually clean. There are people who are just looking clean, but they are not clean. That is a story for another time. Now, today, we want to work on us looking clean and actually being clean. So, when you try and implement some of the things that I am going to share today, you are going to see that you are one of those people who look squeaky clean. Like a person looks like if you rub your fingers on their skin, it will just do that, you know, that sound of a really clean car or a clean shoe. Yes, so now I have divided the body into three parts to help us really understand personal hygiene and how to take care of our bodies, how to take care of ourselves for our own sake and for the sake of the people that are around us. I have divided into the top section, the middle section, and the lower section or the bottom. Now, when we talk about the top section, we have our heads and what is on the head. I'm going to go down to each body part so that we understand how to clean it, and maybe in this video you will realize some of the things that you have been missing that are very crucial. So when it comes to the head, let me start off with the hair. We have our beautiful African hair, and African or you're not African, whatsoever hair you have on your head, it is your hair and it is very beautiful. So we have to ensure that our hair is clean and it smells good, because there are issues where, you know, married women come into bed and the hair is really smelly. You know, maybe it has been you have had these braids for like maybe 5 months and you do not wash them, you do not bother to repair. So we have to work on washing and moisturizing our hair every now and then. You know, even when I have these braids on, I do get time, go back to the salon and have them do a wash, or I myself do the washing, because I have the shampoo, I have the conditioner. So do not neglect your hair. Even when it is braided, wash it and ensure that it smells good. Then we have our ears. These are very important. So you use the earbuds. I am going to be sharing pictures depending on what I'm sharing, depending on what I'm talking about. We have the cotton buds or the ear swabs that you can use to clean on the inside. Now, the part that we mostly miss when it comes to the ears is the pinna of the ear and all of this part that is inside. And then at the back of the pinna, this back area, you know, and this back area that connects to the neck. It is important that you get a piece of cloth and wipe through the ears. If you have never done it, try doing it today and you're going to see how dirty that cloth is. I have seen people who have dirt collected within their ears. It is very absurd for a married woman, a married man, a student, you know, to have very dirty ears, and it's very evident that you have debris. This part here, I've seen people that have dirt right here. That is very bad. So when you use a piece of towel or a piece of cloth that is wet with a bit of soap and you just rub gently, it will become clean. And if you make it a habit every time you are washing your body, it will become a part of you, and you know, that's clean ears. Then we are going to go to the nose. You know, very important, as you are washing your face, do not forget to clean the nose, you know, and have a hanky whenever you have a running nose so that you do not have mucus drying up. I told you today's video is going to be a bit explicit, and this is because, you know, I want us to help each other to achieve a set level of excellence, because this gospel that we have received is a gospel of excellence. So if you are a steward of the kingdom, there has to be a place of stewardship for even your body. If we are to entrust you with a business, we are to entrust you with children, with a husband, these things are very important. Or your husband to be entrusted with a wife, these things are important. So when it comes to the eyes, you know, the challenge with the eyes is at times when we are washing our faces in the morning, all we do is and then we are done, and then you go out and you have a collection of dirt in the corners of your ears. So when you are showering, you are going to take extra precaution when you come to the ears. Clean up your lashes and also clean the corners of your ears. And how to ensure that you have done this properly is by looking at yourself in the mirror. Before you step out, look at yourself in the mirror and see that you have really cleaned all the corners of the eyes. Then now we are going to go to the mouth. And I'm going to share right here, I'm going to share something that I have recently learned, and I would also want to implement for my own self. So you brush at least twice a day. Recommendation is you brush every after a meal, but at times maybe you are at your workplace and you have not carried a toothbrush, so at least you brush twice a day. So the other new habit that I am to implement, that I have also learned, is the flossing. So flossing helps you, especially if you have teeth that are packed together. I'm going to share pictures of all these things, of our floss and how it looks like. So you take it in between your teeth and it helps you remove the collection of dirt in between there, so that you do not have white teeth that are stained in the middle. Yes. Choose a Colgate that works for you. Choose a good quality toothbrush and you are good to go. Now, let's go to the neck. This place is highly ignored. We need to take extra precaution when we are cleaning our neck too, with your sponge. Now, there are people who have in Luganda, the folds in the neck. And here in Africa, we find them to be very beautiful. I have a friend who has them, Mrs. Kasozi, how are you? And they're very beautiful. So if you have those lines, I remember when we were younger, people used to rub in between those lines and there was literally evident dirt. So you take precaution and wash around your neck. Then also the back of the neck, especially for the ladies, collects a lot of dirt because of the hair. As you can see, my hair is seated right on my neck. So all the oils that are in my hair sit right here at the back. So if you are done showering and you use a white towel one day, check by wipe a towel right there and you will see that it is dirty. So the neck has to be taken care of. Now let us go down to the midsection, and here I am talking from the shoulders to the waistline. Now here, let me start off with the very crucial and most important part is the armpits. These armpits have to be cleaned very well. So take extra time, the gentlemen, take extra time and really wash down there. Yes, wash the armpits very thoroughly and ensure that you shave those armpits. When the armpits are not shaved, there is a collection of sweat, and this is the reason why at times, the shirts of the armpits get dirty, and also that fall odor. There are people who like to keep their hair under the armpits for whatsoever reasons. But if you do so, make sure it is not a scary height. The hair is it is there looking at you, looking at everyone, and when I once sat in a taxi next to a lady. She had a child and she had a husband, and oh my God, the armpits were so embarrassing to look at. It wasn't, there is when just a little bit has grown. This wasn't so. This was like, I do not care about my armpits, because the hair down there was really having its own party. It could be planted. So we shouldn't be caught in such situations. It is not okay. It is not good. It is not stewardship of this vessel that the Lord has given us. So ladies, especially for the ladies, make sure that your armpits are always shaved. Use a deodorant that suits your needs. Use a deodorant that is good quality, that is going to give you the results that you are looking for, all right? Because a deodorant is different from a perfume. Some people, use a perfume and assume, oh, we are done. No, the deodorant really gets in there, all right? So we are done with the armpits, shaved and fully scrubbed. We go down to our hands, the fingers, the fingers. These things are really basic, but I really want us to go into them. So when it comes to the fingers, I really love to have my nails done, but fortunately for this video, they're not done. So if you have chosen to get your nails done and you have added extensions, make sure they are a sensible height, and sensible differs to different people, but there is a height that really looks ungodly. I think I am going to share a picture right here. There is a height that looks ungodly, really, for a Christian lady, for a woman. It's indecent. When we look at it, it is vulgar. So such nails, when you have your nails, make sure that you clean under. When you have the stick-ons, make sure that down there is clean so that people do not get disgusted to eat what you have cooked because of the situation of your nails. Have a decent height of nails and make sure that down there is really clean, and also go into the habit of washing your hands often. For example, every time I come in from work, I've just come from outside, I have taught myself that the first thing I do is to go to my sink, pump out some hand wash and wash my hands. And then also in my bag, I always carry wipes. I'm going to share a picture, or I'm going to share short videos where I feel like I need to demonstrate. I'm going to be sharing those things. So I always carry a pack of wipes, so that every time I am in a situation where I do not have access to water, I can wipe my hands. And then I also have my lotion, my baby lotion that I always carry in my bag. I also pump that to my hands so that my hands are smooth and supple at all times. All right, so we are done with our hands. Now, ladies, this is the part that is mostly forgotten, and I want to bring it to your remembrance. We are going to work on that chest area when it comes to the breast. And you have a situation down there, maybe your breasts are not as firm. They are, they are lying gently and beautifully, which is also good. So what you do not forget to clean under the breasts. If you are the kind that neglects that area and you have never taken extra precaution to check down there, just pass your finger down there and rub. You are going to see a collection of that. All right, so do not miss out those areas. We are excellent. We know God, so we are excellent and we do these things to excellence. So do not forget down there. Now we are going to go down to our tummy area. If you are a bigger lady and then you have some rolls, we are going to work on cleaning in between the rolls. Do not just wash the top of the roll. In between the crevices, really make sure that that area is cleaned. Okay, now the other area that is ignored is the belly button. Oh God, the belly button can stink. Yes, if you are not sure, place your finger in there, especially if you have an inner belly button. Place your finger in there and try sniffing. You'll be shocked. All right, so what causes that stink is because every time we shower and we do not go on to pat that area dry, the collection of moisture and water, that area is mostly warm. It creates that fall odor. So make sure that when you are showering, be gentle with the umbilical cord. Do not go in and poke it, and no, you'll get wounds. So just wash it gently and then pat it dry. Every time you do it, the more you do it consistently, that stink is going to totally go away. All right, ladies, I promise that this video is going to be as detailed and as practical as possible. Thank you for sticking around to now, because now I am going to the most awaited place, that area. We are going to the bottom. Yes, and this is from the waist downwards. All right, so from the waist downwards, firstly, let me start with the feet. Yes, let me start with the feet. Do not forget your toenails. I usually love to have my toenails done. Do not ignore them. All right, if you have a situation where most of your nails fell out, I'm really sorry about that. Or if they are, they are not as straight, or they are a bit crooked, that is also okay. We are fearfully and wonderfully made. Then maybe you could visit your nail tech and see what can be done depending on the situation of your nails. All right, so do not forget to always trim and have nice toenails, whether they are done or they are not done. That is not so important. Now, when it comes to the feet, also scrub the feet and oil them. It doesn't look good for you to have those ashy feet. It makes you look like you do not shower. All right, especially the ladies, and it is very common with the gentlemen. You're putting on flats and you have white in between your toenails. You have an ashy heel. No, it's not okay. Oil the feet and scrub them. So when it comes to the legs and the thighs, those ones, I believe no one forgets to wash them. Just scrub with extra precaution behind the knees. Clean that area, especially if you are of a bigger size. It is important that that area is kept clean. Now, we are going to go to the mid area. Yes, I'm going to start with the behind. I'm going to start with the behind, and that is the buttocks region. Yes. So, ladies, if you are well endowed, and even if you are not well endowed, cleaning is different, especially for the ladies behind there. And this one is, it's my mother that taught me. So, when you are showering, you are going to take extra precaution to clean that line that creates the division. That line that creates the division, take extra time and clean it gently and regularly. I do not want you to try and sniff that area, no, but just make sure that you clean it. And then also down, at the end, the area that creates the curve of the butt down there, you're also going to try as much as possible. Do not try, but make sure that you clean down there, because most of the African ladies, well endowed and beautiful at the back there, but extra precaution has to be taken with the cleaning. Now, when it comes to, the flower, that area. All right, now I'm going to talk about our flower, that beauty right there, that gift right there, and how we can clean it. All right, so firstly, we are going to ensure that that area is shaved. I'm talking for the ladies. Gentlemen, also pick a leaf and apply according to your own area and how it looks like. So we are going to ensure that that area is always shaved. You know why? When it is shaved, it reduces on how sweaty it gets, because the more sweaty, the more it smells, and then you end up having stained panties from the sweat. Okay, so you are going to ensure that you have already shaved, and if you are the kind that wants to keep your hair for whatsoever reasons, make sure at least it's a decent height. It shouldn't be like an Holy Spirit, it shouldn't look like an animal. Okay, it shouldn't look like an animal. So make sure that it is shaved, and then when we go down to the cleaning itself, you are going to ensure that you clean the crevice in between the labia minora and the labia majora. I think you know the area I'm talking about. If you do not, maybe you could type in those words into the internet scientifically, and then you're going to get the idea of the crevice that I'm talking about. So you are going to take extra precaution to gently wash that area, because if you do not, it collects dirt, and it contributes to a really foul odor coming from down there. Now, when it comes to the genital area, you do not need to use any wash unless it has been recommended by your gynecologist and it is of a good quality. I hear that those that are good qualities that do not mess with the pH of the ladies. So maybe if it is recommended, but otherwise just plain water is good enough. And also you do not need to insert fingers down there. The reason is at times your fingers, we have already talked about ladies with dirty fingers, at times your fingers are not clean enough and you are collecting that from wherever and putting it down there, thus messing the pH and increasing the risk of you catching infections. All right, so we are going to also work on that issue right there. No need to insert fingers. Clean in between those crevices when it comes to the area gently. It's not a wall. All right, and then the other area that is highly forgotten is to clean the anal area, because if you do not, very bad odor. All right, so do not forget these areas. This video is a bit explicit, but I think, or I believe I have really tried to explain to my best ability. Now I want to share a few bonuses that have worked for me to ensure that I'm smelling good, smelling nice. It is very crucial. It is very important for any lady, married, single, preparing to get married. Cleanliness is next to godliness. Now for me, I am going to share some of the products that I use. I'm going to share the pictures or the videos. I'm going to add them to this video. Now, shower time can be a moment of self-care and rejuvenation. This can be something that you set aside on a daily to do something extra, or it can be something that you add to your routine every time that you shower personally, I have my own experiences. I have my own things that have worked for me that I would love to share with you. Maybe you could add to your own shower times to ensure that you achieve that really nice feminine wash, to ensure that you are really smelling good when you are done showering. So on the days when I am busy and I just need to get going, all I'll do is I'll get in with a sponge and the bar soap, and then I'll just lather that on my sponge and wash my body. Wash. Then when I'm done, I get my body wash. This is bathing times too. Get my body wash, put a bit of it on my palms, and then I rub that on my skin. This ensures that I am really smelling fresh, because most of the shower gels have an extra really beautiful scent that the bar soaps do not have, and that would be it. That would be the normal wash day for me. And then on those days when I really want to be extra, I will add a body scrub to that, and oh boy, on those days, you finish with the body scrub and the body is feeling so soft. So after I am done showering, because I personally need to do that shower with the bar soap, because it helps me get into all of those areas that I need to be washed. So when I am done doing that wash, then I go in with the body scrub. At times I can use the gloves, but I've also found that at times I do not need the exfoliating gloves. Maybe if I've taken quite some time without using them, then I can use them. But at times the body scrub and just your fingers get that job done. I rub that on my skin everywhere. Take extra time to rub and rub and rub and rub, and then I rinse that off. Then I go in with the shower gel. Let me tell you, from morning till evening, I still smell like that, like the combo that I had on when I was showering. Now, the other extra tip is to always moisturize. My mom always emphasized, you cannot be a lady and then your legs are ashy. You're walking around looking like, who cares? No. Moisturize your whole body from head to toe, from the hair. Yes, you moisturize your hair, your face, everywhere. And when you moisturize, it helps your scent sit on your body better. All right, I think by now we already know that. So the other extra tip that I have is for you to use a body splash. Now, it's a body splash because you are going to splash it all over directly to your body. Of course, excluding the sensitive areas like the genital area. You do not have to spray there. But after you are done with, when I am done with that shower, and then I have moisturized my body fully, and I go in with that body splash, oh God, it does a very good job. Now, I have shared these things. I have tried to be as explicit as possible. Feel free to reach out to the comment section and add those hygienic tips that you would love every lady and gentleman to add to their shower routine, to add to their day-to-day lives, because it is very important, and your comments matter, your opinions matter. There are very many people out here who would love to learn from you, so do not take it for granted. Make sure that you do. I hope this video has helped you. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you in my next video. Bye bye, and God bless you.